What's up, everybody? Nick right here today. I'm gonna give you my thoughts on what I think we're looking at for our housing market going into 2021. Are we gonna crash? Is the crash coming? Are we in a bubble? Are prices gonna go through the roof, or are they just gonna start climbing down? Is it about to happen? Stay tuned. And if it's your first time here today, I really appreciate you stopping by. Hit that like button. I would definitely appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell for all the new videos every Friday. I want to give you my thoughts of what I think we're really looking at. I don't want to give you a bunch of numbers and tell you that the inventory is extremely low, lowest we've seen it in forever. Interest rates are extremely low, historically low, ever. You know this, I know this. It's all over the news. You know prices are really just going through the roof right now. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's not a great time if you're looking for like deals. Prices are high. It's where we are. It's what we got because of supply and demand, all those factors that we hear about all the time. But what does it mean to you? How do you tell what we're gonna be looking at in 2021? What's the market gonna do? Let's check it out. So here's my biggest factors that I'm looking at as far as our real estate market, but more of a look at the economy as a whole. What is really gonna hit us super hard going into 2021? And the reality is, what's gonna hit us the hardest is all of the stimulus programs, the CARES Act, all of the stuff that we put in place this year to help us just get through this pandemic, get through the issues, the hardships, especially obviously the financial hardships a lot of families have. The biggest thing that I'm expecting, it's gonna be end of this year, we're seeing all those programs that were put in place end December 31st. So unemployment benefits will be ending. Rent eviction moratorium will be ending. Mortgage forbearance will be ending. Student loan debt payment forbearance will be ending. All of these things are really gonna have a huge hit. And you take that and you pile on the fact that the government has said no new stimulus talks until the next administration, end of January essentially, where we're looking at probably February until we see some sort of assistance there like we did back in March, April. That's really gonna hit people really hard. And so that's just gonna have a trigger effect. What that trigger effect I think will be in the real estate market, it will be a flood of people that have to make a hard choice that say we have to sell because we just can't afford the amount of payments and the amount of money that we are looking at, considering our income loss or reduction that we're physically dealing with now. So people are gonna move. They're gonna move out of state. People are gonna move to a more affordable county or more affordable neighborhood within San Diego at times. They're gonna downsize, sell the big house, get a small house, that kind of stuff. So I think that amount of selling, panic selling, seeing what's coming, that's gonna put a lot of inventory into the market, which there is huge buyer demand from the folks that still are not as affected during the pandemic. So it's really gonna be a thing of the haves versus the have-nots and those that just are trying to plan for the future. Maybe it means selling the house, pulling that equity out, and just having a good cushion to rely on for a tough year to come, possibly. I really feel that we're gonna see a big influx of inventory coming on the market. 2021, still gonna be a really busy, active real estate market, but I think we're gonna start seeing that turning point a little bit, a little inflection point there with where we go from here. So I think prices will start to gradually come down with more and more inventory as it comes on the market, but it's gonna be a gradual process. The way I see it right now, we're gonna continue this kind of busy, heated market. I really do think we're gonna stop seeing the bidding wars, the price inflation just going through the roof. Hopefully that's the case because I really wanna see my first-time buyers be able to get a home that they can afford. They're getting priced out of the market right now. So here's one big takeaway. Are you a seller? Are you a potential home seller? Is that kind of what you're at right now, looking at market updates? You're gonna click this video for a reason, right? You're in one perspective, trying to figure out what the heck do I do going forward. So if you're a seller and you need to sell, have been thinking of selling, you're at that phase where that's something you're looking at doing. Is it a good time to sell your house? Yes, it's a really good time to sell your house right now as a seller, because you've got a ton of equity. Your home has appreciated in price, and the market demand has just, whatever you list it for, typically it's gonna go over asking if it's, not ridiculously overpriced, but if it's priced where it should be with what's selling, you're gonna get multiple offers, you're gonna get over asking, at least asking price from what I'm seeing with houses I'm listing, buyers that are purchasing. It's a great time to sell. You're gonna do really, really well. You're gonna make a ton of equity out of it, and it's gonna be great. If you're looking to buy a house right now, maybe that's why you're here. Should I buy? Should I wait? You're trying to figure that out. If you're looking to buy a house right now, the question you gotta ask yourself is it the right time for me to buy based on how long I wanna live in this location? If you are planning on moving in 3 years, if you're planning on making kind of a short-term purchase because you want to relocate later for jobs, maybe the job you have now unexpectedly sends you a relocation in 2 years, 3 years, it might be a really, really bad time to buy. I typically don't recommend people buying unless they plan on staying there at least 5 to 7. I would say right now maybe 7 to 10 years, but 5 to 7 years, that's a good time to expect that if you're gonna purchase, you're gonna be there within that time frame. You can ride whatever crash we're gonna go through, it'll come back up again, but I'd say right now, purchase if you're gonna stay there for the long haul. So if you're planning on 7 to 10 years, you'll be good. Interest rates are so low, take advantage of it, you'll be good. But it's not a good time to buy if you're not gonna be there that long. Because if you gotta move in a year from when you purchase, 2 years from when you purchase, your house could potentially be worth a lot less, and you might be upside down when you have to sell. So think about those factors when you're thinking about buying right now. I would only buy if you're really looking to stay there for a long time, or if you've run the numbers and this is an investment property that you're leveraging really cheap money like low rates to buy a rental property that you can cash flow, rent out, and whether it goes up and down in price, doesn't matter. Your payments are fixed, your rental income is fixed, it can just pay for itself and ride out whatever craziness we're gonna see. So those are my thoughts, whether you're buying or selling, thinking about what to do. There you go. Comment down below, let me know what neighborhood you're in. I'd love to get you more details on that. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Let me know your thoughts if you liked the video, or if you don't, I'm fine with that too. But that's all I got for you right now. Thanks for watching.